So I messed it up there. See how easy it is? But no, it really is pretty simple. Hey, welcome back to the channel. All right, I recently took up Sorcerer Supreme to rank 3. I could not be more happy with my decision, and there will be a full rank 3 video that comes out pretty soon, right? I ranked her up. She is amazing. Let's get that out there. But more pertinent, or at least more timely, was how absolutely amazing she is for the new event quest nodes. I've been reading the chatter, I've seen the line chats in Discord, and I know people aren't a huge fan of them. I will say, she makes this an absolute blast. It's almost too easy. I think the most important thing to pay attention to, especially if you're not that familiar with her and her kit, is this Icon's Ingenuity. You see it's in purple here under the Blessings of the Realm. This is going to be granting all of her hits a power steal 3% of the opponent's current power. Let's go ahead and get into why is that important. All right, so these are the basic nodes for the event quest. So we have this Occult Equilibrium. Each time a mystic attacker gains a regeneration effect, you drain 10% of the defender's max power. Something to keep in mind is that when she throws a special, when she's in her Runes of Ragador, it is the shield looking icon. We'll go over that as we look at the video. It is a small heal, but you also will see in this video how much it actually adds up over the course of a couple of fights. I think it's very cool. So you will be able to take advantage of that. But here's where this really gets good for her, and where this really handles and why she makes it so absolutely easy, is this siphoning strength. Each time a mystic attacker inflicts a power drain, power burn, or power steal on the defender, gain an indefinite fury passive, right? Okay, but we just showed that when she's in that that rune of icon, I don't know, I call it the power up one. You'll see why I'm talking about it. I try not to worry too much about the exact names. She's going to be stealing power. It is a power steal. I think that's also very important because we're going to take a look at her going against an Annihilus fight there that's at the end of 3 lanes. Power steal whenever she is in that phase, and she's going to be getting this pretty nice size fury, which will definitely help mitigate the damage mitigation of that power overwhelming. All right, let's just jump into this. I think there's going to be about 5 fights here. It's a whole lane. Kind of want to give you the full sorcerer experience. I jumped in. I've now done 3 lanes with this. This was the second one I had done. I did the first one thinking like she's going to be amazing for this. Then I took this one, and it's a great showcase of the things she can do and how really she makes it. So that's a fury phase. You throw the heavy to change what phase you are in. I guess what rune or blessing you're in. So I've done it again. Now I'm in this power one. And so watch what happens. Hopefully I'll be able to punish this a little bit. I am stealing that power, and we now have the 2 fury passives. It's a big deal. Then I, of course, am using the special one, which is getting that nullification aura up. So any buffs that he's getting will be nullified. You see how quickly we nullified his cosmic power buff there. And at this point, really, you can just do whatever you want. In fact, as you watch this video, you're going to see I just start having fun with this. I just start having an absolute blast. We're now at 9 furies. Look how hard this is going to hit. The non-crit for 29,000. If you know Sorcerer, you know that's a pretty big hit for her, non-critting. So let's just keep going with this, having a great time. This was, one of the easier ones. This was kind of a nice introduction to the lane here, and we will get to some of the other very cool stuff that she can do. And there you go. Oh, 18,000. That's it. Simple. He has a protection up, and we hit for 18,000. No big deal. All right. Moving on to the next fight here. You see I'm kind of checking it out. This was really cool because Jubilee's still relatively new in the game. I'm not totally sure in her moveset. So I was very excited to take Sorcerer in, maybe even take some hits, see if we can take a little damage and then show off her heal here. So just going in, I'm using the heavy. Yes, there is a better way to get quickly to this power phase, and I will show that in the next few fights. For those of you who know her a little bit, you're like, well, dude, why aren't you taking advantage of her pre-fight? We will do that. So we're already at the 2 here, 2 of the passive furies. I'm gonna throw the special 2. We're in our fury phase, so that gives her an armor block. There we go. I ran in too early, took a little damage, so now it's 79 at 79 health. And I don't think Jubilee is going to do any more damage here. We will get a little lower in health a little bit further on in this quest, which I think will really show off the healing and how it can start adding up. But that's really what you want to do. You want to be in that power gain phase, right? The rune of Icon's Ingenuity. Land your hits, you'll be power stealing, which will get your passive furies up. As you're seeing, just a few of them is plenty. This is a rank 3 sorcerer. I'm running 5 of 5 Mystic Dispersion, so I'm being sent to special 3s and special 2s a little more than I want to. But we're gonna ahead and check out some of the other cool things she can do. I just love this champion. I love playing her. She's definitely one of my most favorite champions. And I can't believe I took this long to take her to rank 3. I'm so glad I did. All right, here we go. I think this is where we're gonna finally take a little damage, show off the healing a little bit, and then we will get on to Venom, Carnage, and then that Annihilus, and show off some of the other really awesome things she can do. All right, so I still haven't used the pre-fights here. I'm using the heavies to transfer what blessing I'm in. I do think that's a very cool function of her that I will cover a little bit more in another video, but that is really nice how you can capitalize and get to a function when you really need to or want to. There was nothing too special about this. As you remember, Colossus cannot actually be armor broken, so we're gonna need to nullify those armor ups if we can. The SP1 does nullify 1 buff, so that's gone. And then the nullification error, you saw how quickly it took care of those other armor ups. Colossus here, I think he's finally gonna hit us. Here we go, we took a hit or two. Look at that, we're at 58%. Remember that, we are at 58% health. This is a champion that you don't typically think of as being a healer. I'm gonna do what I can over the course of these fights to throw specials. When we have the shield, it is Ragador's Resolve, all right? It's a very small heal. It's only supposed to do like 650 or something like that, 675 healing, but because of my mastery setup, and then of course we're gonna be able to stack that. Look at this, we were at 50, what did we say, 58? We're already up at 73 in one fight that we ended in 46 hits. It's not bad, folks, that's not bad. All right, now we're moving into this Venom. I think this is where I finally decided to take advantage of her pre-fight. I'm like, well, if it's important to get into that Blessing of Icon, why not just start off in it? Why not just start off in it? It makes so much more sense. This node does have, oh, I can't think of what it is, but they should be gaining power based on who has more buffs. So being able to go in and start with my power steal and then get the Furies going is really helpful. Obviously, I want to get the SP1 going quickly for the Nullify and then the Nullification Aura. You're going to see what that's doing to his buffs. They are just disappearing, and Venom does really not know what to do about it. He wasn't able to get into, wasn't able to throw the special to get the regen on block, but still you saw what the armor up did there to Venom Special 2. It did literally nothing to her. Did nothing. Now we're in. She's just so much fun. And then out of nowhere, a special 2, because we have like 9 passive furies, and she is just seriously melting these opponents, taking them down, making the node an absolute joke. And it's really interesting to me because usually I feel like the nodes are done in a way that highlights more of your mid-tier champions of that class. You know, like, and I mean that I think she's a fine champion, but Black Widow, Deadly Origin was really great for the one with the shock. I feel like those are the champions that are typically being highlighted for this. And in this one, she's one of arguably the top 3 Mystic champions in the game. And she is just melting his opponents. Her kit is perfect for taking advantage of this. Not only the heal, causing there to be, was it like a power drain, but also her power steal is giving the passive furies. We're going in, we're just taking advantage of this carnage, right? Like, it's not a fair matchup. And we'll very quickly be moving on to the Annihilus fight with a few kind of key pointers. In case you do use this, I want to show you so that you don't get concerned. There's a little part to his kit that I think it's easy to forget about, but once you remember, you'll be able to take advantage of it. So look at that. That was an over 80,000 SP2 from Sorcerer Supreme here. And then you can do this. This is a lot of fun. This is a lot of fun with her. As you get to a point, especially if you have the regen on the block going, you can just hold your block. And I'm healing up a little bit here. I'm intentionally doing this. You just hold your block, they attack in, you dash back, you hit your special. You just rinse and repeat, and they will go down. It's a really beautiful thing. All right, I believe we're finally at the Annihilus fight that I really want to show you. One of the important things about Annihilus that it's important to keep in mind is that when he has that rod, he's actually immune to the power steal. So you're gonna see that the immune pop up here because he starts off with the rod. I'm going to try to, I'm going to go into my, the Power Steel phase, the Blessing, the Icon's Ingenuity, like I've been doing. And I'm going to see it not work. I'm not going to be able to do the Power Steel. And it took me a minute to remember why. And then you're going to see kind of like how you can take advantage of this and how she is still absolutely wonderful for fighting Annihilus. So here we go. See, I'm seeing the immune. I got an intercept. I was kind of very surprised by it. I thought I'd be stealing that power. It's not happening. Taking a minute there to kind of figure out. I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. Okay, I've got to get his rod off, make a mistake here. So now we're down to 68%. Make another little mistake. And at this point, I'm like, I just want to throw a special because I would like to get to my SP1. I really do want to throw it. So here we go, got an intercept, and I should throw my SP1 now. Remember, her SP1 does nullify one single buff. The rod is now gone. We've got the nullification aura up. And at this point, the fight is really mine. The fight is really mine. If I was really concerned about it, you know, I could try to get into the heal back from hits on block phase there, but it wasn't that big a deal. He threw his SP2, I just blocked it. He just blocked it. We're going to throw our SP3 because we've moved up to it. And now at this point, if I can land my slow, I'll do it. Otherwise, I'll just rely on the SP1 to continue nullifying his rod. And this fight should be pretty much over. Yeah, here we go. He's got his rod back. Let's see how, I don't remember exactly how I was able to take care of it. Do I do a step back here? Oh, this is what I was talking about. You just hold the block, let them dive in, move your thumb slightly down, you throw your special up. Yeah. So I messed it up there. See how easy it is? But no, it really is pretty simple. We're healing back up. I mean, how many hits have I taken already in this one? And we're still at 64%. And now I'm just doing that. It's a real gentle step back. You know, they're going to dive in and you can parry them if you want to, like he did with he doesn't have his rod. Or you just move your thumb down, take it off. She is amazing on her own. She does not need nodes to make her better. And yet Kabam gave her one. If you're not enjoying the Mystic node, the Mystic part of EQ, and you already know how great she is, take her in, enjoy the heck out of it. And if you don't, this is an amazing opportunity to take her in and start learning her kit, her blessings and her runic spells, how they all fit together. And remember, she's got the nullify. There's a little bit of power control. I don't want to overstate it as being this amazing thing, but the slow and then the heal back on damage into the block cannot be understated. I'm looking forward so much to utilizing her, hopefully in the war season and in 7.2, and just showing you all how absolutely amazing she is. I'm not kidding when I just did the champions rankings that I believe she is probably on the verge of being moved into the absolute top shelf column and the top shelf tier of the Mystic class. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think. If there's anything you think I'm missing, any tips or tricks or anything about her or any questions, let me know. Hit me up. All right. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. I hope you either learned something, were entertained, or even better, a little bit of both. Don't forget to like, subscribe. Thanks so much for watching. Take care.